Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, February 7th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra today is actually more of a question than an actual mantra, but I think it will serve you to keep coming around to this question today. The question is, here comes a mahalo to grace us with his fluffy tailness. What is the vibrational moment or vibrational value of this moment? And if you can keep coming back to that, what is the vibrational value of this moment? How am I participating in this moment with my vibration? How am I adding value, adding my worth, adding my beauty to this moment? By the grace of my vibration. And Mahalo just gave us a beautiful example of that by coming in, adding his own flair, fluffy tail-wise, to the moment, and then moving on to go grace something else. So today we have, speaking of vibrations, Mercury shifting into Aquarius. So Mercury in Aquarius is a very interesting, it's an interesting transit. The mental energy may be up the wazoo. So we definitely experienced that yesterday with that moon in Gemini. Today the moon is in Cancer, so that will lessen it. But Mercury shifting into Aquarius up the wazoo is so appropriate as Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Anyways, we're going to have that energy going on. This may, add to some wonk in your electronics. This may add to some wonk in your communications. However, this is going to be about you shifting your vibration. Now, Mercury is how we communicate. It is also technology. And in the rebellious energy of Aquarius, we really may feel that rebellion wanting to come up and out, especially with Uranus, the ruling planet, hanging out in Aries, giving that action behind it, and with Mars and Venus also in Aries right now. So you really may feel that. I want to ask you, though, are you rebelling for the sake of rebellion? Yes. Or are you being true to your soul? Because I don't feel that when you're true to your soul, when you are honoring who you are, that it's rebellion. I think that's just truth. That's just soul path. And so that's what I want you to be vigilant of in this energy. Am I saying these things? Am I being a rebel without a cause, instead of being like, this is who I am. This is my truth. And we got into that yesterday, that with those kite formations going on, okay, my I am, and no future, no past. I'm not going to think about those things. Just my I am in this moment. Now, the other thing that's coming up with this is really fascinating. The messages that came through. So we have that moon in Cancer, which is working with the other cardinal signs. So we're working our way into a not exact cardinal square, cardinal cross energy. And as we build into the eclipses, this may feel intense. It's like a tug of war in two ways. And what's coming up, especially with Mercury shifting into this sign as we build into this eclipse, is that energy of social responsibility. I feel like it's on all of our minds. We see what's going on in the world, and I don't care what side you're on. We want the world to succeed. We want the world to feel good. I'm going to tell you a mini personal story. Last night, I've been working on a lot of deep things. I mentioned that yesterday. I've been on this twin flame path. It has taken me into depths uncharted within myself. Among them, many past lives, and among them, energy of Atlantis. And in the middle of the night, last night, I woke up and realized that I have had my sense of worth tied into Atlantis not succeeding. And so I wrote in my journal a little while ago that I have to let go of the fact that Atlantis went down in whatever manner, that it was not my fault, that I did the best that I could. My best was good enough. And I think there's this element of us all carrying the weight of the world on ourselves right now. And the message that came through really strong as we build into this cross, and we're going to feel this tug of war, and we're going to feel the anxiety and all this energy and that social responsibility and the desire to rebel against the authority, because it's the authority that's doing this, is that it's not all on your shoulders. The state of the world is a state of all of us. It is a state of participation of all of our vibrations, all of our light. So some people are going, I'm going to do above and beyond putting in all this energy to save the world, but it's draining them because it's not in alignment with their soul. It's not their personal harmony project. It's not all on your shoulders. So it's a call for us to drop this control, drop that suppression, and instead realize you can't control the world. You can't save the world by yourself, but you can bring in your unique vibration and participate with your light in this moment. You can be impressed upon by your soul and do your part, do your soul work, but it is not all yours. This is a group effort. And I think that's one of the things that happen in Atlantis. I do feel like when we're going above and beyond. I'm not saying don't do your best, because I want you to go do your best. Don't go beyond what you personally are meant to do. It throws the things off balance. Then people who are meant to step up with their individual light, because we are the world, they don't step up. And so this is a call in this energy to really be conscious. Elevate your consciousness with Mercury going through Aquarius so that you are playing your part, that you are in the harmony with yourself, and that you're not taking on everything, because you can't. You just can't, and you're not supposed to. None of us are meant to. So we have this shift, and I think this shift is going to be really important in the next coming days as we build into this eclipse and as we work through this moon in Cancer, bringing up the feelings, this Mercury energy now in Aquarius, which makes us very conscious of our social responsibility. It makes us conscious of what's going on with humanity. Be conscious. Let your consciousness be, what is the vibrational value of myself, of my being, of my thoughts, of my actions, of my emotions in this moment. This is how we change the world. It always comes back to ourselves and what we are doing, how we are participating, and where our own personal harmony level is in this energy. So, that being said, the moon in Cancer is squaring Venus, it's squaring Mars, and then tomorrow it's going to be working itself into that cardinal square energy. But we feel these resistances today, and this may deal with the comfort zone. Moon in Cancer, it wants to feel comfortable. It wants the world to feel like a safe place. And so your motivation may be coming, I want the world to feel like a safe place. Is that a bad motivation? Absolutely not. I think that's a beautiful motivation. However, the motivation, I don't necessarily think that that's the motivation to move from. Okay, so my motivation, I want the world to feel like a safe place. I want to be comfortable in the world. Okay, maybe we shift that motivation to, I believe everyone has a right to be comfortable in the world. What can I do for myself in my life in this moment to honor my soul, to honor my I am, so that I can find my comfort in myself? Again, instead of fixating that energy on how am I going to fix the world and make the world comfortable, it's take it back. This is where consciousness is, in taking it back into yourself. Beautifully, the moon is going to connect to Neptune. So you may have some beautiful ideas come through when you can shift from that fear and that worry placed outside yourself and bringing it back in and elevating your consciousness in that moment. That feels like a really good message. So like I said, you may be feeling, this energy coming in between the eclipse, between this cardinal square going on. It may feel really uncomfortable to you in this moment. How do you find that peace? How do you find that harmony within yourself? And how do you recognize we're all in this together? I will participate in my given fashion, and I will not criticize others for how they are working or participating, because we've all just got to work with this energy on our own and figure this out and really come in our own wholeness. And this card, I feel like, really goes well with this. I pulled from the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, the other deck that I have, the Ka card. And this reminds me of the Osho card, We Are the World. There it is. There's the full spectrum, all of the world. This is a rainbow-colored Taurus. The Taurus is life force energy, but the Taurus, this is the energy, if this was your heart center, if this was you standing there, this is the Taurus, which comes out from around the heart, not to be mistaken with the sign Taurus, although you guys are very heart-centered. Let's see. The water lilies are intended to symbolize the potential for enlightenment, surround, and are contained within this rainbow-colored Taurus. Let this card signify your relationship to spirit and the life flow of the universe. Relax. Follow your breath. Slowly allow yourself to enter this image. Use it as a device for meditation. I think it's also a device for, okay, what is my vibrational value? What is my heart Taurus like? Because love can change the world. Notice how each of the colors has a dimension and holds energetic vibration. Move within the shape. Touch the water lily inside. See the purity, the beauty of its form. Feel the colors moving around you as you sit with this perfect flower. Notice how the colors spin and interact with one another. Accept into your being the wholeness embodied in the Ka, and return to your life with the knowledge that there is order, beauty, and life force in this moment and in everything. That's a beautiful message for right now. So use this energy to help bring you back into vibrational alignment, attunement with this moment. So that's it for today. Book a reading, GaiaBlooming.com. If you're interested in more of my twin flame story, I am going to be putting it on Facebook little by little. So you can always find me there, Mimi Clark, on Facebook. And I'm going to be posting it on the Gaia Blooming blog because I feel like this is part of my personal participation and harmony in the world right now at this time. So that's it for today. Have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.